Continuation, 10:13 p.m. Open air log continuation. It's still the 13th of March 2024 to Weaver John City of Roseman, California. Okay, enough of that one. Part two of my diatribe here, and my monologue. Okay, so when I was doing the research on here concerning about Denver having issues concerning about the sodas over here, I had to go into the stuff that they were talking about. For some people, they're talking about a dietary situation. Others are talking about a certain chemical in certain orange drinks or citric acid drinks, including sodas, that would affect people's health a great deal, including kids. And we have to make sure the kids are healthy enough. What about us damn adults? Are we that dumb enough we can't keep our own damn health going? I know a lot of people out there are really pumping it out in the gyms and stuff, trying to find the right balanced foods to continue with their body. Unfortunately, some of us haven't done that. One reason or another, either biology or willingness or both. But if I'm going to be going to a school and they're going to say I'm going to be limiting your soda intake, I'll probably ask them why. Because we say so. Some people are looking at the soda situation over at Denver, probably as a political situation, if not as a health situation. If I wanted to raise a health issue with them, I would say then, must you also ban milk? He says, no, milk's good, milk's fine. Well, then, what kind of milk are we talking about? Non-fat, low-fat, or regular? Because there have been low-fat chocolate milk out there, such as regular chocolate milk, but there's also non-fat chocolate milk out there. And what makes the milk stuff you drink, it's the milk fat in itself. Now, for health conscious, we'd really like you to do less fat on the damn thing, so we want you to drink watery milk. I did that for a long while, and you know what? It sucks. Low fat, I would have been able to deal with. I mean, shit. Mix in regular fat and non-fat, I'd get low fat because both would be balancing each other out, and I would have the low fat instead of just getting low fat. But these days, I'm getting regular, so I might as well start switching over to the low fat. Decrease my fat intake that way. I mean, it's good, but I can still taste the milk. It'll be drinkable as milk, and the flavor and context and the texture of it would be familiar to me. But take away the milk fat in it, and it's nothing. But there's also something about milk that has people should be worried more about it as well, and it may be related to the milk fat. Lactose. Lactose is a form of milk sugar, and sugar is an energy that the body digests. When we take in, good example. Show you an example on this one. Very little of it, but what the hell. I have here some cheese nips, cheese crackers, but also I have peanuts, M&Ms, and raisins in this. It's the gel mix stuff. I get this through Amazon every once in a while. When I'm in the need for crunchiness, I need salt, I need sugar, I need texture in the mouth, but also I need roughage in the gut. So I will get me some of the trail mix and use it as a laxative of sorts. A handful or two may be wonderful, but I can tell you I can do about 3 or 4 or 5 of them and make it into a meal that sits in the stomach and stays there for a few hours until I'm ready to get my dinner. And then maybe a couple of more hours after that. I'll have to let it wait to simmer it before I get my dinner. So this is good for sitting in your stomach. Cheese crackers I put in there because I need the saltiness and the uh, texture in my mouth, also the flavor of artificial flavored cheese in my mouth. It's also salt, iodine going into the system. But it's also carbohydrates. Now, granted, the sugar in the raisins, in the fruit, in the dehydrated fruit in there, are also a form of sugar. Sugar, as I said before, in the form of an energy that the body uses. They break it down into carbohydrates that the system can actually use and burn. Store it as fat if necessary, and the rest of it could just be used for regular energy needs the body uses. Basically, when I was hiking or walking around, sometimes I'd have some trail mix with me. It's good for snacks. Keeps the energy level going. Drink it with water, wash it down, no problem. With milk, I'm a milk drinker. I've been a milk drinker all my life. Put it in my coffee. Getting back to the Denver ban, one of the arguments I was making in my post is okay, if you get rid of sodas, then you're going to be getting rid of the milk. Why? Because if you want to make it healthy, get rid of the milk. Why? Milk's healthy. What kind of form of milk are you going to be giving to students? Whole, low fat, or non fat? I don't understand. If you're going to look at the health aspects for the students at this point, then what kind of form are you going to be using? And if you're really into diabetes, if you're in for sugar shock, you don't want the kids to be obese, are you going to be limiting sugar substances out there? Okay, then get rid of the orange juice. Get rid of the juices out there. How about if we happen to look for something? I'll look in the health library for this one here. Let's see, what do I need to search for? Orange juice. Alright, orange juice. Well, that gives me a hell of a lot of scientific insanity on that one. Okay. Now, this is for those who are not allergic to citric acid. So, back to the. If I can get back over there. Is it going to say anything about it? Oh, you got to be kidding me. They're not going to say anything about this one? I see in the area there's another on here concerning about it. Women D. Coca-Cola talking about orange juice. Well, they do make orange drinks. What I was looking for is the medical. Okay, here we go. Now, National Institute of Health. We're talking about the federal government here at this point. National Library of Medicine, courtesy of the National Center for Biotechnology Information, regarding fruit juices. A report that was published back in 2021. And it's too bad I can't get a. No, they do have a PDF on this one here. Ooh. I love the PDF files. I can save these things like crazy, and it'll take me a lifetime just to pull this stuff up. 14 pages. Oh boy, that's a lot of abstract on that one there. Oh yes, but we're going to read. Let's get past the PDF here. Here we go. Okay, so fruit juices, are they harmful or helpful? An evidence review. Dietary guidelines, according to the abstract here, often deal with 100% fruit juice inconsistently because it represents a source of free sugars. However, fruit juices also provide bioavailable micronutrients and plant bioactives at levels similar to those found in whole fruits. Keep this in mind. It's a scientific jargon they're trying to throw it out there. I'd prefer much if they actually had something of what we talked about. So, healthland.com, anybody? 5 surprising things about orange juice. Shall we talk about this one here? Okay, the 5 benefits. Rich in important nutrients. They got calories, proteins, carbs, vitamin C, folic acid, potassium, magnesium. Okay, fine. We're talking about that shit. High in antioxidants. I never quite figure out what the antioxidants are, but they're crucial for maintaining health against chronic conditions such as heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. Well, I love my orange juice because I'm mixing it with Gatorade and Tang, which means I'm going to be on a constant sugar high. Water, constant too, may help prevent kidney stones. May help. Mineral deposits happen in your kidneys, and they hurt like hell. And there are either medications for it, or you're going to have to pass these damn things. Certain medications will make them smaller, but you're going to have to talk to your doctor about that little situation over there. Sometimes they've gotten too big for those stones. Stones for passing through certain portions of your body. Uh, and there had been something called lithotripsy, I remember a long time ago, that they would use intense sound waves to break them apart, but then they would have to pass. Ouch. May improve heart health. Well, maybe. Such as dealing with elevated cholesterol and high blood pressure. There's only so much orange juice that you can take, and the thing is what the body does with this. It's what they call a soluble vitamin. It just goes through your system. It'll leave some of the stuff in there to help out your body, but the rest of it is just flushes out. But even there may be considerations for all this stuff. Some people worry about high in calories, sugar, weight gain, less fiber. It may increase your diabetes a bit, even if it is, or maybe a link to diabetes type 2. If you're drinking a lot of this stuff. They say practice portion control and opting for fresh squeezed or 100% juice can help maximize. Well, the thing is concerning about the juice itself. When you get the powders, they're not exactly 100% juice. They're still added with some other stuff in here, and to help it blend in with water. So you're able to drink that stuff. You know, the astronauts used this stuff a hell of a long time ago. Probably still do. So, it's got health benefits concerning about vitamin C, which means orange juice or maybe other juices. Even apple juice is good. Grape juice is still fine. The other juice, prune juice. Well, if you want your metabolism really to move stuff, it's another way of dealing with a nut-free environment. People do have allergies to nuts. So, but let's say if we're in the school system, we're going to take that away. Take away your juices. Now you're stuck with water. We're taking away your milk. We're taking away your juices. We're taking away your sodas. Coffee? K through 12? Doesn't work. They don't do coffee. At least not when I went to school. You go into colleges, coffee's everywhere. Coffee machine, coffee this, coffee that, Starbucks everywhere. Eh. But we're talking about the kids K through 12. So Denver wants to control your liquid intake. Okay. So let's just say we can't do your juices, we can't do your sodas, we can't do your milk. But we want you to do the milk. No, you can't have the milk. Why not? Because there's milk fat in it. There's also sugar in it. Huh? Lactose. It's also a form of sugar, form of carbohydrates the body breaks down in order for it to utilize. And sometimes it's used as fat as well. So we eliminated juice, caffeinated drinks, even tea. We'll take care of tea. Bye bye, tea. Why? Because tea has caffeine in it. You can't have caffeine. Why? Caffeine is addiction. You can't have that. You cannot have addiction. You want to get a natural high, you get somewhere else, but you can't have tea. Green tea? Well, there's no caffeine in it. How about the sugary stuff that they give you, like Nesteas and stuff like that? You can't have that either. Why? Because you got sugar in it. We do not want you to have sugar. No sugar for you. Sugar adds weight. Sugar will kill you. Problem is the body needs a certain level of sugar, but not that much. Past the point, and no wonder we get into trouble concerning about our health left and right. Or even wind up putting it into our genetic makeup and then pass it on to our future generations. Such the obesity continues into the parental, into the family lines, left and right. So diabetes becomes an actual thing for anybody in the bloodline down the road. If it hadn't been changed in the mutations, well, you're screwed on that one, aren't you? So let's just say we eliminate all the sugars, the caffeines. Does that include the sodas too? I did say the sodas, right? Okay, well, what kind of sodas? Well, you got the dark kind and you got the clear kind. You got the fruity kind. Okay, toss out the fruity kind. Then what do you got? You got the dark kind. You got the caffeine, sodas, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, along those lines. Nope, can't have them. Too damn dark. Got chemicals in here to kill you. Not to mention it's got sugar and caffeine. Nope, bye. Okay, what? Sprite and 7-Up. It's just been clean and no caffeine. Sorry, it's got citric acid and it's got sugar in it and you can't have it. No! But it's got the flavor of lemon and lime. What's wrong with that? Oh, little touch of lemon and lime flavor in there, but too much sugar and too much other things. You can't have it. But it's not non-caffeinated. There's no caffeine. You can't have it anyway. No! Okay. What do you got? Sports drinks. Can't have Gatorade and can't have the sports drinks. Why not? Because they got too much sugar in them. Too much processed stuff. And yet the Gatorades are popular out there, even with the athletes we have, because the athletes are going through a lot of physical conditioning and they're burning up a hell of a lot of calories. But they're also going through the Gatorade to keep their bodies replenished. See, in certain drinks I've discovered that they actually do have certain minerals added to it, electrolytes. Basically, salts, iodine. They need it for the heart regulation, but hell, too much of that damn stuff, and you're wondering, well, how come you're in the hospital too many damn times? So besides the iodine, it's also the sugar effect in there. Okay, so what do we do? Get rid of that? Okay, so in the schools, you get rid of every healthy damn stuff you got in there except for water. How about this one? You can't have that either. The water coming out of your pipes may or may not contain the chemicals in there. If the pipes are that old, I mean severely old, then you got minerals coming out of the damn thing. It's no wonder we're going through filtered water like crazy. But I'm sorry, did you happen to see any filtered water growing up as a kid? But you saw water coming out of the hose. You drank the water out of that damn thing, you'd know the flavor of that one. Chemicals of the hose. Wonder how come we kids weren't weird enough as it is. But the water also came out from the pipes. How long and how old are they? And did they have any mineral content in the damn thing? We didn't have any filtrations, did we? No, we didn't. So we drank them out of school systems. How does that grab you? These days, we can get filters in any kind of form. A smaller tube that can suck water out of a bottle or jar. Something to hook up to your plumbing, to your faucets, to your shower heads. You can have a Brita system with replaceable cartridges, and you can get charcoal filtering of sorts to filter out all most of the nasty stuff out of it. I do it all the time here at home. I had to get replacement filters. After 40 or 50 gallons, I need to get more because I'm starting to get the taste. And sometimes maybe a little bit of a fleck or two of charcoal. So I had to be worried about that one. I have to worry about it. I got to do this all over again. So that's another thing to deal with. So kids, I'm sorry, but there's no water for you available because the water is bad for you. It's got bad things in it. So therefore, you don't need water. You don't. You can go 3 8 hours a day without water. You'll just be thirsty as hell and go home and deal with the water over there or go to a liquor store. But you can't have water on the campus. How about that one? We at the Denver School Board system here declare that water is not existent for everybody. That includes if you have to go to the bathroom for any reason. Of course, the janitors will be fired. We'll have to deal with plastic bags on a constant basis. I'm not quite sure about the toilet paper, though. But you can't have water for anything. Not even a drink. Not even if you're thirsty enough. You can't have that. No. Must not have water. So, we at the school board, we have decided that liquids are bad for you. Right. The human body is made of mostly liquid. We're very few solid chemicals in here, but we're mostly made of dynamic fluids in our body. We have organs that have cell structure lineage that keeps fluid intact for the most part. We've got fluid all over our cells, inside and out. We evaporate it through our skin. We expel it in different forms. But we need the fluids to keep the body working. Show you something. I need to get the replaced anyway. Okay, let me show you something. This is water, filtered. This is also filtered water. However, it's got the mixture of Gatorade powder and Tang orange juice. Now, what did I say concerning about being denied of stuff? Now you have milk. Are you not allowed to have milk? What are you left with? I need. You can't have them. No, I must have them. I can't. Yeah. Well, screw this right now. Okay, continue on. Okay. So we get it, don't we? We get it that all these fluids are necessary. But how does it relate to a school ban on sodas? Because I think beyond it, it's not saying conspiracy theories. It's trying to extrapolate what could be necessary and what could be totally ridiculous at this point. I'm going into the form of ridiculous because it is ridiculous. What if we are banned, even as adults, from the kids all the way to the adults, banned from having certain food products? Doctors have said this for years of what is recommended, what they think is recommended, what we need. Then we have to have The conscious decision, understanding the risks of it. Do the students understand the risks of it? That's why they have to keep learning things in health class. That's why they have to have health class to understand these circumstances that will happen. Why do we need these things happening in our body? Why are these chemicals and these nutrients? Why is liquid necessary for us? We must learn this. We must understand this. Even as adults, we still need to understand this damn stuff. But to deny the students, we're saying we're doing it for the health reasons. Okay. Explain it to them. Explain it to them in details that they can understand. Explain it to them in a format that they will understand. They're not that dumb. I know kids, second or third graders will be asking questions about it, and they need to understand. All the way up to the teenagers, and they pretty much have a handle on it. If they're educated enough, they'll still make their decisions because they like the taste. They like the fizz. They like the carbonation. They like the caffeine. Whatever it is about the drink, they like it. But they also have to be aware of the long-term effects. Just as we adults have to be more aware of it, because we're not all that damn bright. Me included. I drink sodas on a daily basis. It's not the carbonated. It's the mixture of Tang. It's the mixture of Gatorade. It's the electrolytes. It's the sugar. It's the citric acid in a powdery form. It's the chemical bonding and emulsifiers agents. They have a taste that is addicting. I can drink the orange juice, but not on a constant basis where I'm sucking it down. And the thing goes for Gatorade orange. Lemon and lime makes my mouth more thirsty, as well as the orange makes it thirsty. I'll drink apple juice on occasions, but if I drink it too much, it makes me more thirsty. You just don't ban sodas without giving them the explanation. And they'll make their choices. They'll bring their liquids over to the schools. They'll talk about it with the folks. The folks will get them the stuff, or else the kids will go buy it in the store and get their stuff and go over to school and get it and do whatever they got to do. So sometimes we have to educate them. Because if we're not educating them, then what the hell are we doing? How's that for a grab, you guys? Because at this point, I got a bed that's going to be grabbing my attention right now. So, and